sense of the wild calls out to me, being surrounded by nature. I'm scared, out of my depth, but I'm excited. There are no words to describe just how magnificent nature is, how the trees talk to each other. They hide such wonder, stories and secrets. Like the ocean and the stars, the forest connects us all. I need to know more. In this adventure, I hope it can give me the answers that I'm looking for.
Forest. Absolutely magnificent. So connected to us humans here on Earth. Like the oceans, it really is another one of our lifelines. Such a thriving yet unforgiving world. It really is a sensational and dynamic playground for all kinds of life, from the smallest of insects to the grandest of oak trees. For us, the impact the forest has had on our lives is incredible. People have built their lives here for thousands of years, looking up through these trees at the stars. What a place. I'm Brooke Fleming, and welcome to Secrets of the Forest. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, I enjoyed long family walks, looking up at the trees, watching them sway from side to side, with the breeze on my face and that feeling of calmness. And even now, I can recall so many wonderful stories set within a forest. The magic and enchantment is just so special. But what is it that draws us to the forests, the great outdoors and nature? Well, although we can appreciate the nostalgia of those children's stories, what's incredibly fascinating about the forests is just how important they are, the part they play in the ecosystem, and how vital they are, not just for our survival, but for all of the life held within them. And there is a lot of life here.
Isn't this place just amazing?
Forests are like cities and towns where systems have evolved, Trees are home to an enormous amount of animals, more than any other landscape. In fact, in the UK, our woodlands and forests are some of our richest habitats, providing homes to a range of species, from birds and insects to reptiles and mammals. Every corner of the forest is filled with life, providing food, shelter, and safe places to hide and breed. Isn't it fantastic?
Studies have shown that spending time within a forest is proven to boost our well-being and improve our mental health. Studies have shown that patients with views of trees out of their windows heal faster and with fewer complications. Being near trees helps our concentration by reducing mental fatigue. One study discovered that a forest stroll had beneficial effects on blood pressure, heart rate, and the immune system.
Would you believe it? Trees can actually communicate with one another. Not perhaps in the same way you and your friends have a chat, but using an underground fungal network. Fungi produce fine threads called mycelium, and forests use this mycelium to create an underground network connecting them to other plants and trees. They can then use this to communicate, such as warning each other of oncoming danger. Older trees can also use this network to provide nutrients to their nearby offspring. So next time you're in the woods, have a look around and think about this incredible network right beneath your feet.
Let's take our time now. Nobody likes an avalanche when it's falling on best laid plans. And I wanna love you just like I did when I was young. For the world went and pulled out the rug. It was cold on the night you were born, but I kept you away from the storm. Sidewalk after a night of nonsense.
I find it fascinating that here in the UK we actually have rainforests too. England is home to a small number of rainforests known as temperate deciduous forests, which have a constantly moist environment allowing for the growth of various ferns and mosses. These forests can also be known as Celtic or Atlantic forests, and their rare but lush environments allow for the growth of scarce plants, lichens and fungi, while creating a home for some unusual animals.
It's no secret that every breath we take in, that oxygen gives us life. It's linked to the bigger network of trillions of trees on Earth. And without trees, there's no forests. And without forests, life may not exist at all as we know it to. Because the delicate balance of systems around the world would be destabilised or never evolve to be how it is today.
The UK's forests and woodlands are generally structured with 4 layers to them. The canopy, which is the top layer, then the understory, the herb layer and the ground layer. The canopy is generally built up of branches and leaves from taller trees. Then the understory, which can also be known as the shrub layer, which is built up of vegetation such as smaller trees and shrubs. These plants grow in a lower light due to coverage from the canopy. Next is the herb layer. The plants that grow here differ depending on the light available due to the canopy's coverage. And finally, the ground layer. This is the forest floor and is built up of decaying wood, fallen leaves, fungi, and moss. And in each and every layer of the forest there is plenty of life to be found. Now we know how the forests are structured, just how big are they? Well, in the UK there's thought to be around 1.41 million hectares of woodland, with some of these being part of the Galloway Forest, which is Scotland's largest woodland, measuring around 297 square miles. It's also thought to be a dark sky, meaning you can see the entirety of the Milky Way here. After that, the second largest is thought to be Kilda's Forest in Northumberland, which is around 235 square miles. But only around 13% of the UK is actually covered in woodland, this making us the second least wooded country in Europe. Europe's average tree coverage is around 44%, making it widely known that the UK doesn't plant enough trees, which means that we could be heading towards a period of deforestation. And with a reduction of trees comes a disruption for the ecosystems that rely on them, which could not only have devastating effects for our wildlife, but for us as well.
Forests are key to the maintenance and protection of our planet. Tropical forests hold more carbon than humans have emitted in the last 30 years. However, we seem capable of destroying this through means such as deforestation, which is the purposeful removal of trees by humans, resulting in devastating effects. This clearance of forests destroys habitats, ecosystems, and impacts our environment. Labelled as a primary contributor to climate change, it's essential that we limit this destructive habit and work to preserve and protect the forests all across the globe.
It's estimated that only around 2% of the UK's landmass is covered by ancient woodland. This woodland is defined as being somewhere that's been continuously wooded since the 1600s in England and Wales and around 1750 in Scotland. And it's actually the soil that makes these woodlands ancient, as it's been kept from human interaction for centuries. This has allowed for the development of complex ecosystems and for unique and irreplaceable environments to be formed. So you see, our world is a delicate balance, from the laws of our universe to the systems of our mighty oceans. They are, however, forever changing, but right now, at this moment in time, they provide the perfect balance to give us life. And our forests play an irreplaceable role in our story, the story of our lives in evolution. And it's all connected, from our galaxy to the underground fungal networks. They're all part of the same journey, the journey of time. And we are all made of the same ingredients of life.
Every species of tree, oak, ash, beech, and many more is connected to us. But the most magical thing I find about the forests is the stories they hide. The stories that have played out for thousands of years, some as the world spins. Many we will never know, but they are the secrets of the forest.